Alright. Well, sorry it's been a while since I posted something. It's been hunting season in Wisconsin, so I've been out in the woods a lot. But it's time to get back to a little bit of work, and the first thing I'm going to be doing here is doing a cap kit on a 19-inch Electrohome GO7. Uh, this is coming out of my own personal game. Right now it's got Final Lap 3 in it, and I eventually plan on changing it to pole position once I have the money to be able to get all the boards needed. This monitor's just got a couple little issues. Mainly, it takes a while for you to see an image, say a good 30 seconds once you start the game. So one of the first things I'm going to do is just go ahead and replace all the capacitors, and we'll just kind of see if that fixes anything, and if not, we'll just go from there. The tube's also not really that great in this. There's a lot of burn in image, so eventually I'll replace it. I'm not in too much of a hurry to get it replaced. Again, it's a personal game, so it is whenever I can find one, I'll get it done. But, alright, so let's go ahead and get this all torn down and get the cap kit done. Alright, that was pretty simple. And the soldering iron's even warm for us. Sweet. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the cap kit set up. And I am using a cap kit from arcadepartsandrepair.com. It doesn't come with the filter cap, and I don't have a filter cap, so we're just going to have to go without it for right now. If I need it, I'll just order it and put it in later. Now, I did double check this, and it already has the sync modification done to it. Basically, the paperwork that comes with this cap kit explains the sync modification. Essentially, it helps with a horizontal curl that happens by a mismatched negative sync output. So, I guess it doesn't happen with every game. So, this upgrade is only needed for certain games, and I'm not really sure which ones they are. But it's good to know. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this all cleaned up. It's really dirty and dusty. Oh, and one other thing that's noted on here, too. And that's C302. See if I can't get it up here. The polarity of the capacitor is silkscreened wrong on the solder side of the board. So, basically what that means is on this side of the board, where it says C302, there'll be a positive symbol, and that shows where you put the positive leg of the capacitor. Well, that's wrong on here. So when I go to put the new cap in, I have to remember to make sure that the negative leg is going through the hole with the positive symbol on it. And I can confirm that by comparing the capacitor to the silk screening on the other side of the board. But we'll go ahead and get this all dusted up so that we can actually see what we're doing. Okay, so that's pretty much the just a quick little clean down. I'm not going too crazy with. Yep, that resistor. The legs are real rough. Wouldn't take much for them to break off. So I'm gonna have to look in my box here quick and see if I have that resistor. Pretty sure I do. I've changed a few of them already, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I did check and I do have the resistor. So this here is a 68 ohm 2 watt wire wound or cement resistor from the same place I got the parts kit, arcadepartsandrepair.com. You can get the 2 watt 68 ohm fusible resistor, which replaces this directly, and it works the same. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get that replaced, and then we're going to get these caps all done with. Alright, so get these caps taken care of, as well as this little resistor. Probably get the resistor done first, just because. And again, I don't have a desoldering tool, as in like one of the solder suckers, automatic ones where you get to melt it and you pull the trigger and it sucks it up or whatever. I can't afford anything like that, so I'm going to do it a different way. I would prefer that. It'd be a lot easier for sure. Okay, so go ahead and try and get that set. Alright. Yep, FR401, that's what this one is. Fusible resistor 401. Yeah, it's crusty. There we go. So, I'm going to be basically kind of doing the same thing with the capacitors. And I'll show you how I'm going to do the capacitors in a sec. But we'll just flip this over then and take my desoldering braid and take out any of that extra. Make sure we got it in the right spot. Okay, there we are. Clean that up a bit. You can see all the heat damage there. Okay. We'll get the new resistor popped in there real fast. Let's put this back. And it doesn't matter which way you put the resistor in. Now the resistor's taken care of. So, basically, the way I'm going to be doing these capacitors is going to be fairly simple. Get that set up. Alright, then we'll take this and I'll kind of show you a little closer. Alright, so we'll start out with this capacitor right there, which is C511. See if I can't get that to focus. Either way, it's that one right there. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up each solder pad, and when I heat one up, I'll take the capacitor and move it in the opposite direction so that it pulls that leg out. And I'll just kind of do that back and forth until it comes out, and I'll remove the solder with my wickie wire. I'm going to go ahead and do that. See if we can't get you all set up so you can kind of watch. Alright, so I'm starting with 511, and I'll just kind of go off of what the paper says I need. And at 511, I need a 47 microfarad, 250 volt cap. So I'll get that out, and I'll just go ahead and get to work. So, like I said before, I'll heat one of the pads, and I'll pull. You see how it moved down? And then I go to the other pad, heat it up, and pull the opposite way. It's already popped the leg out on that side, so I come to the other side, heat the pad, and it pops right out. And from there, all I have to do is remove the solder, just like you saw me do with the resistor. And then, take my new capacitor and get it put in. After I get it off the little sticky pad it's on, or then come through, clip the legs off. Make sure you don't cut into your solder joint. That will cause stress on it, and then you have connection issues with that. Alright, so that's how I'm going to be doing the capacitors. So we're going to go through a little time-lapse kind of thing here, and let's just get all these caps replaced. was the cap kit. So, I even ended up with a spare. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get this snapped back onto the monitor. We'll throw it in the game and we'll see if any of this helped at all. So, we shall be back. Alright, well that was pretty easy. Yeah, I got the board put back into the monitor, as you can see. Now, it's still not completely cleaned. I'll go through and do a more deep cleaning on another video. Basically, like, how to actually deep clean an entire CRT. It's not that hard to do. It's pretty similar to a circuit board and everything. But, I didn't really want to go through the work. Not in case, well, I guess just in case, there's a lot more issues with this. But, like I said before, I replaced that fusible resistor. Then I replaced all the capacitors. I didn't film it, I should have, but I touched up a couple of the header pins in there as well. So, other than that, I didn't replace the filter cap. I didn't have one. I'm going to order one anyway, just because. And, also going to get these, transistors right here. There's one here. And there's bad lighting. There's one right there. I don't have any of them either. I looked. So, we'll order those, get them replaced as well. But I'm going to go ahead and get this shoved back into the game. And we can give it a test and see if it works. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put the monitor in here real quick. Get it all hooked up. And then we'll give it a test and play the game a little bit. Alright, let me grab the monitor. It is a lot easier to put the monitor in through the front in this cabinet. You can do it through the back. I don't recommend it though. Get it lined up here. Okay. Alright. So, let's get this adjusted a little bit. There we go. Alright, so I need to hook up the video in. Which eventually I'm going to change these too. Over there. There. They're not in that great a shape. But we'll do that later. Make sure I didn't miss a pin. Okay, that looks like it's all hooked up. The yoke is hooked up. High voltage. Now we can go ahead and put on the power. Alright. I'm pretty sure I got the video signals on right. Looks like it. Don't want to flip that. There we go. Alright. So, go ahead and try and adjust again. Alright, so I'll power this up. Let's see if it'll work. Okay. Here we go.
it's still really slow. So there's definitely other things going on. It could be just the tube itself. But I'm not 100% on that. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to hook the control panel back up, because you got to take the control panel out, otherwise the monitor won't make it in. It'll be just too tight of a fit. So, be right back, and we'll play a little game and see how it goes. Okay, so, got the control panel hooked back up. We're going to go ahead and play a couple of races. It's been a while since I played this one. It's pretty fun. Unlike pole position, you actually get a few tracks you can choose from. So, and they range, you know, easy up to expert. Let's start with England. Pretty easy one. Well, should be easy. Was cool. The New England track is actually the easiest one to do anyway, so doesn't really surprise me I actually finished that track. Alright, we'll do one more. We'll do France maybe? I don't know. This is the only track I can actually go all 4 laps. Oh, well, we'll go with Spain. Why not? I won't be able to finish it anyway. Let's try.
monitor's colors and stuff, they're okay. It needs some adjustments for sure. It's a little fuzzy and it's not really as sharp as it should be. But I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it more to see why it's taking so long to produce a picture when it fires up. It obviously wasn't capacitors. It could be the tube maybe, but there could be something else on there causing the issue. And I'll look into it and we'll see. Other than that, that's the Cap Kit on the GO7. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.